From the Yonkers Statesman, January 18th, 1917. Headline: Victims of the German Raider. A German raider sank an English ship without warning, and 400 persons are believed to have been lost. 13 Americans were among the victims of the raider. They were landed at Pernambuco, Brazil. The German raider, which sank or captured at least 13 Entente vessels, and so far as is known, is still at large. Nearly a score of Entente warships are said to be searching for the raider. The Entente allies, in a note by Arthur Balfour, British Foreign Minister, amplified their reply to President Wilson's peace note by explaining in detail why they believe it impossible at present to attain a peace which will assure them such guarantees as they consider essential. The note also explains why the Allies demand the expulsion of Turkey from Europe, restoration of Alsace-Lorraine to France, and of Italia Irredenta to Italy, and the other territorial changes set forth. Those who think the future peace of the world may be ensured by international treaties and law, the note says, have ill learned the lessons taught by recent history. Headline: Disfranchising Negroes. Congressman William S. Greene of Massachusetts is one of those who favor the revival of the question of the disenfranchisement of the Negro in the South in violation of the 14th Amendment to the Constitution. 40 years ago, the matter was much agitated, and the enforcement of the amendment was one of the prominent policies of the Republican Party. The Southern Democrats, however, have been allowed to encroach upon it until at present Negroes in that section of the country are practically denied the right to vote. They are native-born citizens, observed Mr. Greene, and in the Civil War and at other times have rendered valiant service in defense of the country. They have a far higher right to vote than naturalized foreigners who have recently come to this country. While it may not be wise, in Representative Greene's opinion, when the electoral votes are counted on February 4th, to attempt to throw out those fraudulently obtained by the disfranchisement of the Negro, nevertheless, Mr. Greene feels that a determined effort should be made by the Republicans during the next 4 years to educate the people to the great injustice to a country that has become established in the southern states. Headline: Buying by Mail. The automobile is wearing new paths to the best stores. In the small communities, the merchants are complaining that people go to distant places to buy the supplies they formerly bought at home. Then why not make the stores at home better? Why not put in the best goods and sell at the lowest prices? Particularly are the mail-order houses resented by the village merchants. The mail-order house does nothing for a village. It steps in and licks up the cream of the trade, leaving the dregs for the people who must carry along all the local enterprises. The reaction from this is coming. The butcher and the baker find it worthwhile to stand together, and this feeling spreads. In the next decade, the mail-order or catalog house, which does no local advertising, will have a harder road to travel. And that's the news from Yonkers 100 years ago today.